So the EEOC is safe from the Trump administration's chopping block. The EEOC is the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. And how might that affect your employment case or your relationship to your workplace? Hi, I'm Tom Spiggle with the Spiggle Law Firm. We help people been fired or afraid that they might be. So simply put, the Trump administration wants to use the EEOC and anti-discrimination laws for its own purposes to, ironically, try to dismantle DEI programs, to enforce what it sees as discrimination against white people and majority groups. Also wants to use it to enforce religious discrimination, to really actively enforce and more, I'm going to put this in quote, traditional kinds of discrimination areas. Sexual harassment, when it involves the typical man sexual harassing a woman. They want to use it to protect pregnancy discrimination and enforce those provisions of it. So those are, pieces of that are very good news, as the Trump administration is going to keep this administration active. I think if you are in DEI, if you are a member of the LGBTQ, if you have an abortion-related issue in the workplace, you may find the EEOC a chilly place to be. That doesn't mean that the laws still don't exist to protect you, but you should not expect the EEOC to come to the rescue. So, if you have one of these issues and you're under one of these laws that requires filing with the EEOC, you should absolutely do that because you're going to need it to protect your statute of limitations. But don't expect any help from the EEOC, so get yourself a private lawyer. Or better yet, if you have a state law claim, if you live in a state that protects a particular issue in a way that the federal government either does not or in the same way that the federal government does, then you may find some relief there. So, but in the meantime, the EEOC is safe. I think it's going to stick around for a while. It's going to change its emphasis a little bit.